The price of Bitcoin is dropping right now, but I have something I want to share that I think might absolutely change your perspective about what's happening. When my mother was 5 months pregnant, she received a call from her doctor. The doctor said, "Ma'am, we got the results back. Turns out you're not pregnant with a baby girl, but you're also not pregnant with a baby boy." She looked at my dad and she said, "How could this be?" Right? The doctor paused and said, "Ma'am, you're pregnant with a baby bull." But she said, "It's not all good news. Early results, early indications are showing that your little baby bull is most likely going to be born 3 to 4 months prematurely. The doctor said that your little baby bull was just overflowing and ready to bust and was not going to stay in the womb. In the womb. Womb with a B. The doctor said the chances of survival, unfortunately, were near 0%. Do you believe this? Right? So anyway, a few weeks later, that little baby bull was born, weighing only 1/100th of a pound, about the size of a little itsy bitsy jelly bean. Doctor said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. We'll put this baby bull in the ICU, but chances are not going to make it." But over the following weeks, following months, that baby bull grew and basically developed at the same rate as the baby bull would have developed inside of the womb. Doctors were astonished. And after a couple more months, that baby bull was the size of a normal baby child. Doctors say that the bullish juice flowing through that baby was just so strong that the baby wouldn't die. Basically, the doctor said, this baby is too bullish to die. And basically, when we look at Bitcoin dropping right now, it reminds me of myself when I was a baby. I was too bullish to die. And Bitcoin is simply too bullish to die. Honestly, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but that was maybe one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard on crypto YouTube. Honestly, insane. Maybe hit that like, hit that subscribe if you were touched by this. Honestly, I'm trying to hold back tears. So I'm looking at my phone right now. I've actually been away for the past like 7 days. I'll be back tomorrow to my house. I'm in the middle of a snowstorm, if you can see. Looking at the price of Bitcoin on my phone, I haven't looked at a computer screen in about 7 days, just my phone, and it looks as though, let's take a peek. So Bitcoin's at the lows of going all the way back. Let me pull out this chart here to pretty much the beginning of January. So potentially tapping on 40,000. Is it possible we breach below 40,000? Absolutely, that's possible. As I've been saying for the past few weeks, I personally think that we will see Bitcoin potentially go down to that $37,000 to $38,000 level. That's where I'm curious where support, if it flips support where it was previous resistance, that would be huge. So overall, nothing huge with the price. I personally think we are going to have a slightly downward trend, but overall the same we've been seeing for the past 13 months, which is sideways with, ranging, bust, sideways, ranging. But there are very big wicks involved in that sideways that shake a lot of people out and scare people and make them think, oh, 10K is still possible. Also, this week we had, we've had over a week of Bitcoin spot ETF trading. We also had the SEC versus Coinbase lawsuit begin, which I personally think will go very similarly to the SEC versus Grayscale lawsuit and the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. And I think this will be the third diddling for the SEC. I think the SEC will receive not a 1 finger, not a 2 finger, but a 3 finger diddling. Diddled potentially bigger than we've ever seen Gary G and the SEC get diddled. All right, that's just my opinion. But overall, very good things for Bitcoin. I personally, as I've been saying, I'm going to be entering bigger fresh Bitcoin longs and certain altcoin longs, if Bitcoin does get that pullback to around 37, 38,000. Very interesting to see even if how 40,000 holds up. Very interesting. So overall, it's pretty exciting. I'm excited. And just remember, overall, the main message, Bitcoin is way too bullish to die.